So how did you see that one person?
I mean, he was right there, you know? You had you had people like just spread it out, you know? And so I'm looking, I'm like, oh. So I just called down and, you know, the medics just came in, responded, got him out, you know?
That's the only one you saw that?
Yeah, that's the only one I saw. And then, you know, when I seen the lights in the back, you know, I just double checked, make sure everyone was okay. You know, I got a response that everyone was okay. Yeah.
How normal is that to see ambulances and everything else at these festivals?
Well, it was lights, so, you know, and ambulances don't really have like red and blue lights, you know.
So you thought it was
I don't, you don't know, you just looking at his lights. That's why I asked. I'm just like, yo, is it an ambulance? It's like, what's going on? You don't know if it's like somebody got some lights up there doing, you know, doing some turn, you don't know, but, you know.
Now, having actually seen the footage and what it looks like from the stage, what Travis Scott actually saw as it relates to that ambulance as it was coming through the audience, it's hard for me to just be like, we think that that's anything other than an emergency responder, whether it was police or an ambulance, you know, but I will say at least, you know, when we saw the expression on his face, he looked confused at that moment. So a part of our analysis when the footage was first coming out and we're looking at this thing, we're just saying, you know, even if you weren't sure what was happening, there were people that came on stage, what was said, why didn't you get that clarification? Why didn't you communicate with, let's say, medical? And they would have told you at that point there had been fatalities. But what he decided to do instead in that moment is he kept the show going. And in fact, the next song that he played was a very energetic song where he told everyone it was time to rage.
I want to make this motherfucking ground shake, goddammit. Whoa.
I didn't get a response. So, you got a response from the fans. You know, I asked everyone to put a hand up. And then, didn't get a response from anything else. So just carried on.
Does it make you feel judged when you see videos, circulating of other artists stopping their shows, like to check on fans since Astroworld? Because it's almost like the insinuation from other artists is that, like, you didn't do enough, so we don't want to be like Travis.
I take it as, they're just taking extra precautions, because it might not have been something that, was running through their mind at time before, and they're just taking extra precautions to, make sure they don't run through the same problems. And I can commend them for that. I've always done the same thing, in my prior shows and at this show. So I feel them. I just think it's been a little bit more, people are more capturing it now, like because of what's going on. I think that's just how the media works.
Well, no, I think what Charlamagne's referring to is what's resurfacing are instances of bands and other artists of what they did in similar situations. When a fan had passed out, when there was something happening, and the fact that these artists just simply stopped the show. Now, it's not to say we've canceled the show, we're not going on any further. No, it just goes, hey guys, let's take a breather. Everyone help each other up on your feet. Okay, we're cool. Let's go. And just comparing to the fact that Travis didn't do that. He stopped the show a couple of times, but he never actually communicated with the audience to help try to resolve whatever was happening, even if he wasn't sure, even if he doesn't know what ambulance lights look like, apparently, to still just say, hey, let's take a breather for a second.